Why does this suit you? Why does it make it must make you feel more comfortable in some way? You have to agree with it. So why does it suit you?
When we were having those conversations that Garlo spoke about a lot there, I kept coming back to my purpose as a coach and a person, and my purpose in this job. And really, why I do this job is firstly to support my family, and secondly, but just as importantly, to bring success to the Freo family. And throughout those discussions, I kept coming back to those two things. We landed here, and I'm feeling really comfortable about where we've landed. Think, as Garlo mentioned, it benefits both parties. And hopefully we can get past it and move on and start focusing on footy.
Last year when you signed the extension, you said it gave you the security that you wanted. Why does this version of it specifically give you security to be able to not have to worry about the family? And
I think Garlo's touched on it. My last contract had an end date, and this has no end date. It still has the same clauses in it and termination clauses, but it doesn't have an end date. So for me, it gives me more security. Which is ticks one of the boxes.
So what you obviously look at then saying, if we perform, I just keep going forever until I don't want to anymore. Is that the way you approach it?
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, hopefully there comes a time when we've, as Garlo mentioned, won 2 or 3 flags, and I can step away and promote someone else and ride off into the sunset. So whether we're successful or not, like, I'm happy with this contract and agreement, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Have you worked through the negotiations side of things this personally, or did you get someone else to handle it for you this time?
No, I did it personally. Yep.
Prefer that now?
Well, it just probably highlights the relationship I have with Joe, Garlo, and Chris. We can get together and talk about all things, not just my contract, but talk about all things footy related and club related, and have those conversations that get us results. So I think that's a sign of the respect I have for them and they have for me.
And you knocked over the contract last year before the season began. You're doing this one before the season begins. How important is that for you to be able to just focus?
Yeah, it just gets it out of the way. Don't know whether it's important, because I don't tend to get caught up in whether I'm out of contract or not, or what people are saying about me. I'm pretty focused on what I need to do at work every day, and to help benefit the players and help us perform on weekends. So it doesn't get in my way, but it might get in others' way. And I'm grateful that we've been able to do that for the players and staff and family.
You've spoken before about how you didn't like the way coaches who were getting sacked were getting very little remuneration afterwards, despite having contracts. Do you think this might be the way that is the way forward for a lot of clubs into the future?
Maybe. Not every coach is different. They all value different things. They all have different purposes. Like I said at the start, for my purposes, my job, this fits as well as I could have hoped.
They say that pressure is a privilege. Out of interest, have you felt it either personally or on the club heading into what's expected to be a pretty exciting season?
No, not anymore this year. No, because my job as a senior coach is to maximise the potential of the playing group. So I've always held that as one of the things I measure myself on. Have I got the most out of the playing group? And that doesn't change this year.
Just in terms of the contract or the agreement itself, how do you sort of feel? Do you feel at ease now with that and being on this comparatively to a year-by-year contract?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I feel like it's behind me. I feel like we've got something in concrete and I can move forward, yeah.
Do you mind if I ask about one of the games coming up? So in terms of the intra-club and what you actually saw, what are the sort of key factors you'd like to work on for this final game before the season proper gets underway?
I took a step forward from the previous week on the weekend. And I think we're able to get back to some of the basics and the fundamentals of our game, but also, we're able to work on some of the things that we probably weren't comfortable putting out against the All-Stars. And then, this week's a full dress rehearsal. It's round 0 for us. So, Geelong play Brisbane round 0 in preparation for round 1. We play Melbourne round 0 in preparation for round 1.
So the team you picked this week will pretty much be round 1 team?
depending on whether guys make it injury-wise. Yeah.
Murphy Reid, he was pretty good in the intra-club. Is he going to be playing round one?
Oh, I'll pick Melbourne team first. His chance to be in the Melbourne team. Yeah, we'll go do selection. But yeah, we were happy with his performance and been really happy with his growth in terms of being able to understand his role. And we would have seen that he played forward and midfield, and for a young player to come in and be able to execute multiple roles, it's a credit to him how much work he's put in. And he's still got plenty of work to do, but he's put himself in the frame.
He was playing a role probably similar to what Switter would play. How's he tracking? He's got a history of concussion, but how's he ticking along?
Yeah, he's ticking all the boxes. Yeah, he's got a couple to tick still. And main training's obviously really important, and how they pull up from main training and the contact there. But yeah, he's ticked every box in the right time so far.
So he could play ticked every box for this week?
Yeah, he'll be right to play this week if he gets through main train.
What about Josh Draper after a little hamstring concern on the weekend?
Yeah, well, we're working through that. It's not serious, but he hasn't had a scan yet, which shows how serious it is probably. So I think we're going to get an injury report out tomorrow. So hopefully it's nothing. If it is, we'll hopefully on the minor end.